Okay, well, Daniel, we've got a functioning game here, and it's a crazy little game. And at this point, you've made a game, so probably want to share it with some people.
All right.
And I think there's a couple of ways we can go about that, right?
Yes, there is.
Okay, so what do you recommend? First of all, for good housekeeping on the file, and make sure everything is shareable, and what are we going to do with it?
Okay. What we'll want to do is open up the file menu, go into external data,
Okay,
open that, and pack into .blend file.
okay, and what does that do?
So what this does is it's going to make copies of all your images and sound files, and it's going to include them or encapsulate them into the .blend file. So wherever that blend file goes, your sounds and images will be there with it.
Great. Okay. All right, and then so it's packed, right?
Yes.
And you got to save it after that.
Yes, we do need to see that. So we can
Do a file save as, and
packed.
yeah, we'll call it packed. Okay.
Alright, so save as. Another thing we can do is compress file. That's a toggle
Okay.
thing, so we'll just save it again, and we saved it out as compressed.
Okay. So that can also basically reduce the file size, right? Okay. And so now if somebody wants to play this game inside Blender, there's actually two ways to distribute it, right?
Right.
So one would be to distribute it as a blend file, and people would need to play it in Blender.
Right.
Share it with the Blender community or anybody that has Blender. And then there's another way to save it as an executable.
Right.
But before we talk about the executable, how would you prepare this? Because somebody to play the game, they don't need to have the buttons window and
Right.
all this other stuff. How would you set this up for
Okay.
somebody?
We can go into add a new screen.
Okay.
We're going to say
Add an empty screen. Okay.
and we're going to just say play.
Okay.
And we're going to right click on, oop, that's not. There we go.
Right click on that
No
edge.
header.
Go no header. Okay.
And we can also right click here and join it up there.
Okay. Joining, and because there's actually a window up there on
Right.
the information window.
And, go
And-
to camera view. and
Okay.
hit Alt Z.
Okay.
And then zoom in there so everything fits right.
Okay.
So if we press P, then we can see. And it looks like our text is
Yay! Yay!
something's off with our text.
Okay, so it almost worked, right?
Right.
Something happened to our text. Any idea what that is at this point?
No.
No. Okay.
So
Well, I guess let's just monkey with it, and you're gonna save that right now. And
yes.
okay, do you want to try restarting it and see if that clears it up, or?
Let's see.
Oh, there it just showed up.
Okay.
Okay. It seems like maybe saving it and
Right,
and then
restarting.
reopening the file. Okay. And we had already decided we already hit the X to close
Right.
it, right? Okay. Well, one thing I noticed that was a Targa file, so that it had transparency, I
Right.
guess. So maybe that the size of that file was an issue. Could check that,
Okay.
but
So Control O, open up here.
Control O to open recent.
All right, so we can see our text.
Press P to play. Okay.
And
Yay!
And there's our game running in Blender. And to get back into the other files, we can do Control Alt left arrow, or
Control Alt right and left arrow
right.
to scroll to the other screens. Okay,
Right.
so it's all still there. It's just
different.
and if somebody wants to get in and out of Blender, out of the game, let's say they're playing the game on your new play screen, you hit P to play, right?
Right.
So how do they get out of that?
Just hit escape.
Escape.
Yay!
Okay, and how would they? Oh, they can just close it in the corner. Okay,
Right.
so P to play, escape to escape.
Yep.
All right, so that's one way to distribute it.